I've been living in Brazil and teaching English for just over 3 years now. And one of the most common phrases I hear is, I can understand English, but I just can't speak it. How do you deal with this problem? You're in luck. I'm going to teach you exactly how. It's a scorcher today. Let's take this video inside, shall we? Going up. Don't you just love air conditioning? Hello, hello, and hello. My name is Tino Trevor. Welcome to the English Experience. If you understand English but have trouble speaking it, hit the thumbs up button. This video is for you. Some of you have been studying English for 2, 3, 4 or more years. In that time, you've actually learned a lot of grammar. You've done a lot of listening to teachers, music, movies, or other sources. And in addition to that, you've written a ton of essays and yes, even spoke a lot. The issue is you haven't practiced speaking often enough. Here are some tips to get you speaking right away. Tip number 1. Go out there and find yourself a speaking partner. Believe it or not, you're not the only person studying English in your local area. So go out there, reach out to your inner circle, or look for a student in your local area and ask them to practice speaking English with you. It may be awkward at first, but over time it gets easier. Tip number 2, travel. Traveling is a good way to practice your speaking. English is the official language of aviation and tourism. So if you can afford to travel, whether locally or abroad, you're bound to use your English. You'll use it at the airport, you'll use it at hotels, you'll use it at a lot of different tourist destinations. It doesn't matter if you're traveling in your own country. If you travel to a different city, pretend you're someone else. Just speak English instead of your native language. Tip number 3 is probably the craziest one on the list. It's talking to yourself. Now, there are different ways of doing this. 1 is you can read out aloud to yourself. 2 is my favorite one. You can walk into any room and try to name and describe all the different things that you see. And the third one is to interview yourself. You can look for common interview questions online, ask them to yourself, and answer them out aloud. Do you speak to yourself? If you do, let me know in the comments section below. Tip number 4, mimic. To mimic is to imitate or copy somebody's actions or speech. Now, don't go around doing this to people you meet every day. It's frankly kind of rude and not looked upon nicely. Instead, what you should do is put on your favorite YouTube clips, watch your favorite movies or TV shows, preferably with subtitles on, pause after your favorite scene, and repeat after the actor. Sounds crazy, I know, but it's a lot of fun. The 5th and final tip is to change the way you learn. If you can't speak by now, yet you can understand, you can read, and you can write, then you need to change the way you learn, because clearly it's not working for you. There are different ways you can do this. Reading, writing, and listening are very important skills, but they are slow skills that take time to develop. Speaking is a fast but vital skill. We all need to practice and learn how to speak. For example, in your native language, as a child, you listened for a long time, slow skill. before you finally started speaking. But once you started speaking, you couldn't speak fluently. You messed up, you made a lot of mistakes, but it didn't stop you. You continued trying, and trying. And this is what you need to do. You should try, and try. Practice, and practice. Relax, keep calm, and try. That is what you need to do. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you practice speaking, the better you become at it. And before you know it, it'll be second nature. So that's it for our video today. Hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to this channel if you'd like more English learning tips on a weekly basis. See you guys next week. Cheers. That's me done with work for the day. I'm definitely going out there for a run. Beautiful.